What's up YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey Stock Trades. And before I start this video, I would like to say, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own DD. Today we're going to talk about ticker symbol MMAT, Metamaterials Inc. We're going to break down the TA, look at the options chain. We're going to go through both Ortex and Fintel. Not a whole lot happened in the news today, so I don't have much for you there, but we are going to get to my prediction at the end. And I do want to let everybody know before we get too far into this video, if we have another sideways day like this tomorrow or even Thursday, I may take a break from videos. I'm trying to cram a whole lot of knowledge into this mind of mine about AR and VR, trying to prepare for next week. So I just want to give everybody the heads up that there is a chance that I do not put out a video a day or two for the rest of this week. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the market and with Meta. We'll see what kind of PR they put out, if they put any out. But back to the video. So today we opened up the day at $4.94. We hit a low of $4.84, and that was right out of the gate. We had a high of $5.15 before we were brutally brought back down to $4.94. We did trade sideways overall on the day. We had some volatility spikes right here in the very beginning. Let's toss our lines up here so we can get a good accurate reading. So you'll notice that first thing in the morning after we hit that $4.85 mark down here, we fired straight up to that $5.10 mark, just about. We're shy of it. Shorts took over a couple of times in here, and we rebounded, went all the way back to $5.15. Now, I'm going to tell you, this was vast majority of short attacks today. Every time we seemed to mount the offensive and we started to get some buying pressure moving into the stock, the shorts took over and drove it down. And you're going to see a little bit of evidence in that in the Ortex and Fintel data here in just a little bit. The one thing I do want to point out, though, is right here, $4.90 showed up as a huge technical level of support again, showing that we are very comfortable at this level, and we really want to utilize this as a bounce point. In fact, if you remember correctly, about a month ago, roughly, maybe more, maybe a month and a half, I was saying that $4.90 was going to be crucial for us, and I put a yellow line up. It's been crucial for us. This has been not only a technical level of support, but it has also acted as a technical level of resistance in the recent days. So let's go ahead and move on to the next time frame. Oh, but before we do that, take a look at this gorgeous double bottom right here. The big old fat George W. shot right up to $5.15. And again, that's where the shorts took over. Note that it is a key level. The 15s and the 10s. I always say those are our spot-on levels for short positions, day traders, and things like that. Algorithms trade at the 5s and the 10s. That's just their points. They don't look for the pennies every time. They look for the 5s and the 10s. That's, I don't know. Guess maybe a little known fact. All right. Here we go. This is the one-day chart. As far as goes the 1 hour chart, like we always cover, it doesn't tell you much more than what we've already looked at. We did have the golden cross yesterday. We did talk about that. The 50-day did stay above the 200, but it's currently hooking slightly down right here. Actually, no, it looks like it made a wave in the after hours and it's hooking back up. So that's a very bullish signal, actually. When you have a wave in your 50 and it's hooking back up, that could mean we have a little bit of momentum tomorrow. We'll find out. All right, to the 1 day, and let's kill these lines because those just get in our way. So there's a couple of things we really want to concentrate on this chart. First and foremost, we have stayed above the 200-day moving average. We're currently trapped between the 200 and the 50-day, but that's not really a big deal at all. You'll also notice that the 50-day moving average is still hooking up, still moving in the northerly direction. And also, if you look down here, histogram bar is virtually nothing. I would start to expect to see a green bar tomorrow, providing we see some good green buying volume. Also, the MACD line is touching that signal line. They're tapping each other. Again, with good green buying volume tomorrow, that MACD line should cross over with no problem, and that is the golden cross, which is an extremely strong signal. Buyers usually step in. They do, whether it be in the MACD or in the moving average lines. Believe it or not, the MACD is generally a stronger signal, but Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to find out. We're going to see how well these theories hold up. And I mean, I know how well they hold up, but a lot of you guys are new traders. You've never experienced some of these things. And these are great examples, key indicators for you guys to see when a stock could potentially be making a reversal or a strong move up or even down. Because if it's going the other direction, it's considered the death cross. Same thing up here. If this was coming down this way, it's the death cross, indicating the stock's going to make a reversal. And the other thing you always want to keep in mind is, yeah, you can utilize these in your 1 minute chart, even in your 5 minute chart, but they're not going to be quite as accurate or reliable. Well, you'll notice right here, though, as soon as that crossed over, look what happened. We started coming down, but it was a few minutes after the initial dump. So you can utilize these in your day trading platforms, I suppose, but the golden cross is a much stronger indicator over time. Usually I call it the half hour to the 1 day marks, just because that shows strength at those levels. So I don't know. It's how I read it. It's how a lot of traders read it, but a lot of traders do it the other way too, and everybody has their own niche. Yeah, back to this over here. All right, I think we covered everything we want to talk about. Oh, RSI's currently level, sitting at 50. Yeah, I think we covered everything right here. Let's move on to the options chain. So in the options chain today, very, very bullish. Looks like we got 9,200 calls, 900 puts. So that's 90% calls, 10% puts. And our IV's sitting at 135%. Not a whole lot of change in the overall open interest between the November 19th expiration and the December 17th expiration. But again, we had low volume today. So low volume means low options chain volume. They work hand in hand. All right, we're going to move on to Ortex. And again, I'm moving through this quick because I want to try and get to some of the AR videos that I've got. Jerry Ellsworth, she's a super swell person, it seems to me. She actually, you know what, we'll get to that here in a minute. On to the Ortex. Utilization currently showing 86%. Cost to borrow is at 4.24%. The days to cover is 2.1 days. And there is currently 33.62 million shares on loan, which is 24% of the free float. And the short positions have been holding their shorts long for 27.3 days. Now, that's an average number over the course of the last 3 months. That means that they have been holding and have extended their length of time over the last 3 months by not cashing in. And these are the super long positions. Also, take a look at over here. They increased today. Like I said, the shorts really did drive it home today. They stepped up their game and they brought it. Up 5% on the day, and that is showing a borrow of 3 million shares, and they returned about 1.3 million shares. So they definitely borrowed more than they returned, and there was extreme evidence of heavy shorting today. Also, the current estimated short interest is at 17.5 million shares, which is 12.5% of the free float. Moving on to Fintel. They've put our short squeeze score. Let's hit refresh. Fintel doesn't automatically update. See? Changed right before your eyes. They've put their short squeeze score currently at 76.95 out of 100, 353 out of 5,500 stocks on that list. There are currently 350,000 shares available to be lent out from a leading prime brokerage. And what you'll notice is they have subtracted those numbers throughout the day, starting at 1.3 million last night, and they've dropped it all the way down, right down here. They've consumed 1 million shares already, just from this leading prime broker. That's not many, that's one. All right, and their short borrow fee is at 1.87. Now, that is a drastic drop from what it was yesterday, but don't take that into much consideration. The short borrow fee changes as the shares get returned and reborrowed and things like that. Volatility of the stock. There's lots of factors that go into that percentage right there. Right down here, we've got the FINRA data. Of course, FINRA usually accounts for over half of the overall volume in the day, and they still do today. And their short volume was over half of that volume, showing 51% of the FINRA volume was short. And if you come right down here, you got more shorting across all of these ones, showing a total of 57% of the overall volume today was short volume. Now, that is just from these. That's not all the exchanges. That means there's still more shorts out there shorting on other exchanges, like on the NASDAQ and whatnot. That's not all factored into this. All right, let's talk about this. So, I put a post out just a little while ago because, I was being nosy. I'm looking through all these different AR platforms. Tilt 5 being one of my favorites. Main reason being, you know me, I'm a family man. And this is the ultimate family game. And I definitely think Meta is going to have a huge role in this company, I think, in the near future. We may have some solutions for them that they're looking for. I don't really know. Again, I'm not this huge AR guy. I'm very unfamiliar with it. I've played some VR games at amusement parks and things like that, but as far as it goes to the overall platforms, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I am educating myself, as I do with everything. I always want to strive to be the best at what I know, and I want to know it all, and I'm trying. And I'll never know it all, of course, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, back to what I'm talking about. So if you're in the Santa Clara area next week from Tuesday till Thursday, as you all know, because I've been stressing it like freaking crazy because I'm so excited about it, we've got the AWE AR Reality event. And Jerry here, she has put up a really nice discount code. So if you're in the area and you still want to go, you want to see Jerry, you want to go see the Meta booth, I believe we've got a demo happening at the Meta booth. You want to go check out the Microsoft stuff. You want to go see the Acer stuff. You want to go check out Views or any of those AR platforms that are going to be up there. Heck, if you just want to walk around and maybe meet me, because I'm going to be there for a couple days. Jerry put out a really nice 20% discount. Use code AWEX212 on the tickets to attend the AWE. Again, that is the 9th, 10th, and 11th of next week, November of next week. I'm a little confused, I guess. Anyway, so that's the main thing I wanted to cover from Twitter today. There was no major stuff happening today. We had a lot of great speculation going on out there today. And you know how much I love to see the speculation. I love everybody's ideas. And in all honesty, I think the metaverse is going to love everybody's ideas. The metaverse is going to be able to entertain so many ideas. I urge everybody that watches this video tonight to go watch the movie Ready Player One and the movie Gamer. In my personal opinion, Ready Player One is going to be a great depiction of what the metaverse is going to look like, what it is going to be. Here in the near future, there's going to be a bunch of people running around with headsets on their head, yelling and screaming at nothing. But it's going to be really cool, and I think that is the future, and I think it's going to happen a little bit faster than most people think. Main reason being, COVID has opened a lot of eyes to a lot of people. And if these variants keep popping up and, God forbid, other viruses happen to start plaguing our world, people are already having physical issues with touching and being around other people. Augmented reality is going to be the solution to that, the ultimate solution. It's going to be able to stop people from having to make that physical interaction and allow them to be able to do it in a comfortable, more inviting way to them. So I think augmented reality is going to be a solution to a lot of things, especially the whole virus thing. This COVID stuff has really shown humanity how dirty we really are. It really is. It was an eye-opener for a lot of people, and it may have created more of a problem than good by creating more people who are scared of germs, but it might have helped open up a door for the augmented reality world at the same time. This could have really been a huge stepping stone for these platforms. And again, I think Jerry has a great platform with being able to bring family together, not only in your home, but around the world, because you can also connect with people elsewhere. All right, that's all I'm going to talk about with this. This is a great plug for her. I know she wants to get her game out there, and I know Meta Materials wants to get as many partnerships as possible. So I'm kind of hoping that we get a little bit of visuals on this. Now, I know George, of course, he's very familiar with Tilt 5. They were at that conference the other day. But the more people see other companies like them, the better. Now, you also notice over here I've got AWE on my relevant people too. And you're going to start seeing more of these because I've got a list, like I said, a list of 15 different companies I'm going to be doing some research in, so that way I could pick the top 5 or 6 that I can go talk to and maybe get some interviews on. And of course, I am taking suggestions for questions, things people want me to ask, maybe even suggestions for booths you want me to visit to. I know for sure, obviously, I'm visiting Tilt 5. I'm going to the Meta booth. I'll probably spend quite a bit of time there. I'm going to be going to the Acer booth because they've got some really cool technology I want to check out. And the Chicken Waffle booth, I'm going to be checking that one out. There's a karaoke thing that's going to be going on. I can't remember the name of it. I've got it written down here somewhere. Irrelevant. Anyway, I'm definitely checking that one out because you know how I love to sing. I love to sing. Anyway, yeah, so with that being said, I think we've covered basically all of the bases I wanted to cover. This video is getting longer than I wanted it to be. So let's go back over here and let's get the prediction out of the way, yeah? Yeah. 5-minute chart. Let's get our lines back up. Scoot this over here. Make all of this smaller. Alright, so tomorrow is Wednesday. And Wednesday in history, with the exception of the last couple of weeks, Wednesday has always been a very bullish day for us. And I think we're going to follow a trend with that. We've traded sideways today. We had a couple of great days the last day, a couple of days before that, Friday and Monday. I think Wednesday is going to be a popper. So let's go ahead and start out with the bear prediction. With the bear prediction, I think we're going to go ahead and come all the way back down to Sterling's line. Just like I said yesterday, 476 has shown up to be a strong level of support for us. And we should make the bounce off of that, coming back towards 490 and probably trading sideways. If we break through 476, just like I stated yesterday, 470 and 465 will be the catch points. We don't want to go too much lower than that, as it might cause a little bit more of a panic, considering we had a lot of new investors come in when we made that big run the other day on Friday. A lot of new people came in on that run-up. So I would not want to see us go much lower than 465, as it might scare some people. However, if we make the bounce there and we go back up, I think we trend just above 476 and trade here probably the rest of the day. I don't foresee that happening. I think we're going to have a nice bull day tomorrow. Again, we are mounted above the 200 MA, and we've got the MACD getting ready to cross over on the one-day chart. I think we're going to fire on all cylinders. I think we're going to come out of the gate a little bit slow. Morning dip probably tomorrow, back down to $4.80, maybe $4.76 for the catch and bounce and run. We're going to blast through $4.90, going straight for $5. $5 is going to be a technical level of resistance, as it's shown up as that before in the past. With good volume, we'll break through it relatively quick. With low volume, we're going to bounce off of it and trade here for a short amount of time before making the attempt to get through $5 again, making the approach for 5.10. Now, here's where everything splits. With good volume, 510 is going to be a breeze, going straight to 520. With low volume, it'll be a 510 to 515 again tomorrow, like it was today. It'll be a replica day. But I think we're going to have volume step in tomorrow, and it's going to be an easy blast through the 510 to 515 channel, moving right to 520. If we can mount 520, we're in the green. We're golden. From 520, we got 530 and 535, and again, I've stressed many times over, if we can get back to that 530 to 535 channel, you are going to see a huge correction. You're going to see people's eyes open back up if we can hold it there. And we need strong volume to get it here. Without the volume, like I said before, 515 is going to be a bumper. 520 is going to be a bumper right in this area. You're going to see us bouncing off of these areas with low volume because they're technical levels of resistance. They've bounced many times before there. Also, keep in mind that tomorrow it looks like the Fed's going to be talking. Looks like they could talk tomorrow and Thursday. So that could absolutely change everything. Unfortunately, every time they talk, it seems like the market goes completely cattywampus. And who knows what happens at that point. So just always take what I say with a grain of salt, like I always tell you in the beginning of my videos. With that being said, like, subscribe, make sure you share these videos with all your friends and family. If there's anything that I said that you like, let me know. If there's anything that I said that you don't like, let me know. If I'm wrong on anything, of course, let me know. I'm a humble man. I can take all that good, bad, ugly stuff that you want to give me. Yeah, until either tomorrow or Thursday, whichever day I decide to do my next video, peace.